It's time for the best coverage of high school football in the Valley. This is the Best Local Sports Show with Sports Director Blake Arthur, Sports Anchor Bailey Arredondo, and the News Channel 3 Sports Team.
High school football is back, but not without Mother Nature making her presence felt. What was supposed to be an all-local cross-league clash between Coachella Valley and Xavier Prep was canceled due to lightning. We have video and reaction from both the Saints and the Arabs.
Now, despite a cancellation there, our game of the week did not. The 7th annual Mayor's Cup between Indio and Shadow Hills rolled on. We have highlights, reaction, and much more. It's the first week of high school football on the Best Local Sports Show.
You're watching the Best Local Sports Show
on Channel 3.
This is not a playtime thing. This is a work time thing.
So I'm very fired up. Probably more than the kids right now.
He's finna show him that PS ball, baby. Woo,
that's what I'm talking about. The best damn sports show, period. Let's go.
You're watching the Best Local Sports Show with Blake and Bailey.
Hey, who is that guy?
I know him.
Welcome into the Best Local Sports Show. I'm Blake Arthur alongside Bailey Arredondo. Bailey, we are so excited for the first show and the return of high school football, but we had to deal with some adversity this week. Weather, lightning in the area causing cancellations for a couple of our games.
And Blake, happy to be alongside you this season, ready to rock and roll, building storylines from the get-go, but we added another one just here in the first week with the weather impacting play, causing cancellations and delays. Luckily, our game of the week was still able to play Mayor's Cup. You know the deal, Indio, Shadow Hills.
Yeah, Bailey, and look, let's call it what it is. This hasn't exactly been a rivalry, been a one-sided affair. Shadow Hills has dominated this game since it started in 2016. David Palmer, the new head coach for the Knights, meeting Daniel Hayes of Indio before the game. That was kind of cool to see the two head coaches, right?
I like that. Respectable.
Yeah. It's kind of like a weigh-in before a big heavyweight fight. This is what we got. Here we go. Mayor's Cup. Shadow came in 6-0 with 4 shutouts. The Knights have outscored the Rajas 236-26 in those 6 games. Father-in-law Greg will be proud of the mathematics there. One-sided, as I said, in favor of Shadow Hills. Touchdown there, Trey Hollis, Aaron Flores. Pretty nice pitch and catch. I mean, that's going to be a nice duo this year, huh, Bailey?
Trey is back.
Trey back. His name is Greg, but he goes by Trey because he's Greg Hollis III. Shadow defense was stout, led by Jeremiah Peppers. Look out for Peppers this year, huh, Bailey? Whew. How about that Shadow defense? They shut down Indio all night long. And then special teams, blocked field goal, scoop, and score. Noah Fajardo for the touchdown. Shadow Hills dominated all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. You do that, you're going to win most games, and they do in dominant fashion. 19-0, another shutout. Knights keep the cup. They've yet to lose to the Rajas in this rivalry.
You know, I love our intensity. It was going a little bit in the direction I don't want to go. So we got to get these pulled back a little bit, but the intensity that we wanted is there. That's what we want on both sides. We got some mistakes we got to fix. Some players too passionate, so we got a lot to work on. We'll get there. So I feel good about the win. Just it's not the way I wanted to win tonight, but we'll get there.
You know, our team is, if you face adversity, we're still gonna, keep going. So that's what I love about this team. Like the love we have for our players is special here, and I like that for each and one of these guys. I just call my brother, so I'm just glad I'm on this team and just get this win over with, and then next week after that, and then I'm good. Yeah.
End zone now.
So we've seen that before. The Knights celebrating the Mayor's Cup. They are now 7-0 with 5 shutouts all time against the Rajas. Shadow, now you do the math, 255-26 in 7 games, Bailey.
Wow.
That is dominance.
Numbers tell a story.
All right, moving on to our next game. And Bailey, we were all looking forward to this one. I thought it was cool that these two teams kind of scheduled each other a cross-league clash, Coachella Valley and Xavier Prep, but unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment, Blake, but I just love what Bill Johnson has instilled in the Arabs program, confidence. Now heading into their 4th straight league title search. Saints head coach James Dockery and his players, they emphasized their approach this year was to stay humble. But again, no contest was determined with lightning. Even though the game didn't finish, hey, still a highlight show.
Still working.
We still got the record button working. First half, how do you know it's the very first game, Blake?
Crispy.
Oh, everything looking clean. Love the threads from both squads. Xavier Prep got the ball first and immediately put it in 21's hands. His name is Tyson Ruiz. You'll be seeing a lot more from him this season. Bet on that.
That name sounds familiar.
It does. First-year starter, Joey Berry, under center. Showed some poise. Moving up, step in the pocket, climb Joey. Escapes and hits Braden Cervello for the first Saints touchdown of the year. They call him Cervelli. And he wasn't done. Berry finds him again. Shakes off one, whoop, and two. Ooh. Turn me up, Cervello. Getting upfield, Saints rolling. Berry next play. Who wants to run the rock? Josh Brooker sure does. Hit it, Brook. The senior finds the end zone, puts the Saints up 14-0. Now CV did what they do best, respond. Derek Caldron hits Mikey Rodriguez for a 72-yard strike.
How about that?
Turning up the gas a little bit.
We got a ball game.
Now CV would miss the extra point, and that's where the game ended, Blake. 14-6, Xavier up. Officials and athletic directors, you can see here, just getting together, lightning striking in the area. And of course, when lightning hits, everything stops. Blake.
Oh, what a bummer that is. That was going to be a heck of a football game, maybe one of the best ones that we've seen all year, but wow, Mother Nature with other ideas.
This video I took just steps away from campus. Now, we were able to speak with both head coaches and the head referee moments after they cleared the field.
Weather coming in, there's a storm with lightning, so for the safety of the players and everybody that's out here, we have decided to delay it momentarily, and possibly, by the looks of it, we're probably gonna have to reschedule or cancel for today.
Lightning comes in, it's not like a gray area rule. It is what it is. And in the time I've been coaching here, I've seen this happen 2 or 3 times before. And Coach Dockery and I have been working on putting this game together for a few years. We finally get it, and looking to be a good one. We got that score right before the delay. Now it's, we got a good game going, and then it stops. But that's part of sports.
You guys that have been here for a little bit, you remember the homecoming game we had a couple years ago with the blackout. So we're kind of familiar to having a game canceled. Unfortunately, we might not be able to make this happen tomorrow, but that's just life. We'll adjust.
And those were just seconds after they canceled the game. We now are learning that there is no contest. That game will not be made up. Just a tough one, but Mother Nature reigns supreme.
Yeah, I just hope everybody stayed safe, and to our knowledge, everybody is safe.
So Xavier Prep did a great job getting everybody inside. Really well done there.
All right, awesome to see. Hey, we're just getting started with the show coming up. The Daryl Gowrie era getting underway at Palm Springs. It's that Springs ball, Bailey. Woo! See if the Tribe could get it done in their opener, plus Apex Predators. Apex Predators. Cathedral City looked good against Indian Springs until, yes, lightning put an end to the Lions opener. We'll have it all for you. Highlights, scores, interviews, and more. What are you watching, Bailey? What are they watching?
It is the best local sports show.
Stay with us. We'll be back right after the break.
Looking for this game since June.
Go Lions!
Go right here, baby!
Woo! You're watching the best local sports show. Go CC High!
Love that Cathedral City band every year.
Lions Den.
Lions Den, yes. Hey, welcome back to the best local sports show in the opening week of the season. Blake Arthur alongside Bailey Arredondo here with you. We got a couple more games with highlights, one of them featuring the Tribe in Palm Springs. Bailey, they have a new leader of that Tribe, Daryl Gowrie, in his first season as head coach for the Indians.
Yeah, Blake, and Gowrie taking over for longtime head coach Dan Murphy. But the Indians still have the same expectation. Yep. They are a proud program and look to continue the Springs ball mentality. But man, there's nothing quite like your first game as a head coach, and especially on a night like tonight. Granite Hills across the field, Indians trailed 7-0 at halftime, but got their offense rolling in the second half. Long run for Jaden Smoot. Ooh, get the first score of the game. He's supposed to be a player. Excited to see him run the rock. 7-6 after a missed extra point. Palm Springs line, they stepped it up in the second half. Short TD run for Isaac Hernandez brings the Indians within 2. Breaking news, he wasn't done. Another short TD run with the extra point. Hernandez is a force. Indians took their first lead of the game 21-14. This is where it gets interesting. Granite Hills comes up with a late touchdown to get within 1. Under a minute to go left, and the Cougars decide to go for 2, and they get it, Blake. Palm Springs would have a field goal look to win it.
Got a chance.
But it was blocked.
Where's the rock?
And that's the game under a lot of football players. That's the game, 22-21 the final. A tough loss for the Indians at home.
Oh, heartbreaking for Palm Springs, but we know they're going to be in every game. They compete, play hard. Daryl Gorey in his first game. Cathedral City at home against Indian Springs, Apex Predators, Bailey.
Love me some Lee.
Coach Lee told us before the season he wants his guys to be Apex Predators. One of the best sound bites of the season from one of the best guys in the game. Well, a Lion certainly qualifies as an Apex Predator. By the way, Bailey, for what it's worth, I've been running the Lion King nonstop with the kid. You know, Disney classic, great soundtrack.
Can't stop, won't stop, brother.
Can't wait to be king, Circle of Life, and Matata, just to name a few. Noah Gannon, he's going to be feasted for the Lions this year. Star running back was looking good, but this game, as you can see, cotton candy clouds, storm rolling in. It was called in the first half due to lightning. Really a bummer because Cathedral City seemed to be on their way to a victory. It will now stand, Bailey, as a no contest due to the cancellation. But I mean, again, just safety is paramount, safety first, and being out there with the lightning strikes, you got to get to shelter. And so that was kind of what we were dealing with this week.
Nothing they can do about it. Safety, #1 priority.
No doubt.
Desert Hot Springs was on the road. The Golden Eagles going out of the area, taking on Rubidoux. So no weather issues there and no issues at all for the Golden Eagles. Listen, Blake, this is a team.
This is your squad. I feel like this is your team.
It might be. I mean, they just started, but how can you not like what you see? Christian Davis running the rock. Eagles, they soar high.
They have some talent, and Roy Provost in his first year, and I feel like he's kind of changing the culture, and it's not just coach speak. It's not like just, you know, rah-rah. You know,
it matters. Well, and it doesn't matter what name across their jersey. It matters just the guys in their locker room and their belief. And hey, how about a 58-6 win on the road? All 3 phases playing with aggression. I thought quarterback Messiah Smith had a great game. DHS rolls Rubidoux in their opener. Congrats to first-year head coach Roy Provost on the win in his debut.
That was an absolute thumping for the Golden Eagles on the road. That's going to be good for them, building momentum going into week number next week.
Let's update everyone from scores from around the area. Rancho Mirage was at Hemet, and the Rattlers got a solid road win to start the season, 28-25 over Hemet. Desert Christian at Calipatria. Conquerors fall on the road, 26-13. Palm Desert played on Thursday and came up close with a loss, 28-13. A lot closer than the score predicts at Rancho Verde.
Now, we didn't have a full schedule of games this week. The first week is always kind of like this with limited number of games, and it's week 0, week 1, first week, whatever you want to call it. That's why I was kind of like, what, next week it's week 1, but it's the second week, but it's next week. You guys get what I'm saying. La Quinta, Yucca Valley, 29 Palms, Desert Mirage, all off this week, so they will make their season debut next week. Looking forward to seeing them in action, and also just looking forward to somewhat of a normal week. Bailey, we had the weather issues this week, so kind of an interesting Friday night of high school football here in the Valley. But again, glad everybody's safe, and we're looking forward to next week, so we'll see them then.
We'll be here.
Friday at 11, Best Local Sports Show. Hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week for continuing coverage of high school football. For Bailey Arredondo, I'm Blake Arthur, News Channel 3.